Welcome back everyone to Crusader Kings 2 as Jon, the Eagle of the House Stark-Targaryen, King of the Andals, the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. We've finally done it, and I have spent some time in between episodes to organize our realm. So I've organized our titles, our minor titles, our council, as well as I've given out the West to Lord Paramount Eddard Stark-Targaryen. So our son and heir is now the Warden of the West, Master of Ships, and Lord Paramount of the Westerlands. I think this is the best for now. I haven't really decided what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking about maybe giving it to one of our custom characters, but then again, you know, giving the entire Lord Paramountcy to just some random person seemed a bit much. And yes, he had history with the Westlands. He was raised there, and he is in love with Joy Lannister, but they're not married. It's just this guy, he just doesn't want to die. I don't know. If he was ever to die, I was thinking about, you know, marrying Ellair Griffin and Lady Joy Hill, you know, and then he would have legitimacy through her. But since that has not happened, I decided it wouldn't really make much sense. So therefore, I made Alaric Griffin the commander of the Gold Cloaks in King's Landing, and basically this is a position I can always revoke from him and give him something better or something different if we have something else, you know, pop up, for example. So I could maybe give him the Veil. That is something that he actually does have quite a good claim on, or maybe even more importantly, his son actually has a weak claim to the Kingdom of the Vale. So this would be a possibility, but right now, you know, Lord Edmund Harding doesn't really give me a reason to displace him, because he's joined us in our wars. So yeah, as I said, I don't have a reason to usurp this title from him at the moment. But yeah, so for now, I'm gonna give the West to my son and heir, Eddard, and in the meantime, we have Summerhall being built. Now, let's quickly check out our council. As Hand of the King, I have my cousin, Brendan III, Lord of Winterfell, who's also Warden of the North and Keeper of the Swans. Master of Laws is my wife. She is also designated Regent and the Queen. We've got as Master at Arms, Garland the Gallant of House Tyrell. He's also Warden of the South and Master of Hunt, because he has the hunter focus that fit very well, I thought. His wife, his firstborn daughter, obviously, is also our son's wife, and soon to be the queen. As Master of Coin, I picked my half-brother, Aegon the Scholar, who's a dragon rider. He's also my cupbearer, and he's a commander. And he's also heir to Astapor, so we'll see what happens there. And then as Spy Mistress, we have Melisandre, but I might replace her with, with Princess Arianne Vengeful once Dawn joins the fold. Not entirely sure. We've got Grandmaster Tywell as Maester. There's not much I can do there. And then Brandon as Priest. That's also pretty standard. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and we're currently over here besieging. In fact, what I might do... that's fine. I was thinking about, you know, potentially having a dragon here attack, but that's okay. Brendan has declared his war on Godric of the Trident, interestingly enough. Alright, Brandon, you go ahead. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's going to win. So Brandon actually presses his claim on the Trident. Okay. That might be a bit much, I don't know. My son Eddard, as a member of the royal family, should be protected by a member of the King's Guard. Who am I going to send? Ransford Newbridge. I don't know him. We could send the Knight of Flowers, Loras Tyrell. Or we could send... right, Marjorie's still around. Or we could send Carlon. I must honestly say I trust Carlon the most, so it's going to have to be Carlon. Yeah, because he was in our bodyguard. He was our bodyguard for so long. I think he is the one I trust the most. So he's going to protect my son and heir. We can have a quick look at the White Book, because there was another person that has just died. So we have a new Kingsguard member. So this one you already know. This giant of a man and a skilled fighter. He's pretty good. Then we've got our Lord Commander still, Eric the Mountain that Rides. Strong giant. Very good. We've got Carlon that you already know. We have a new Kingsguard member, Bowen of the Grey Dun. He is a really good fighter, attractive, and a skilled fighter, brave as well. He has children. He was actually married to an Umber, so there you go. And then we've got Sir Tallad the Tall, great name there. Ransford Newbridge and Loras Tyrell. Those are all the known Kingsguard we have right now. Yeah, I spent all my money on colonizing Runestone, right? So that's what Aegon's currently overseeing the construction of. And as for minor titles, I think I pretty much talked about everything already. The High Almoner I'm keeping open. Not sure who I want to give this to just yet. Designated Regent is not you, is my wife. Captain of Household Guard is Sia, a wildling. And yeah, those are the other titles that we have. Alright, yeah, so let's just move on. Let's finish off this war, perhaps. That would be great. We've got 3,000 men of Dawn. I think once we've besieged this castle, we'll strike at their army. We've got 8,000 men here. That should be sufficient, really. I mean, I could always send more men right now, but I don't really feel like it. And Lord Lauren. Ooh, teach him about the old gods. Sure. Why not? He actually has a claim on the Westerlands, interestingly enough. And raiders have arrived in Ghoultown. Yeah, that's not really something I'm going to have to deal with at the moment. And John Hurston wants to join us. I don't want him, though. So you can go somewhere else, please. Perfect. And my sweet Lyanna Stark-Targaryen, used by those filthy pigs of the Night's Watch. Used, and now she barely even says a word. For what? Wanting to live freely with her own honor. I hope they all burn... What? Oh, this is brave Danny Flint. Honestly, this hurts. This actually hurts right now. This hits. She's been raped? Is that it? Okay. So she is joined. Can I arrange a betrothal? I cannot. Okay. So what do I do now? She is in the Red Keep, but she still is a Black Sister. And I think this marriage option is no longer... she could still marry Maegor. I'm not sure if this event chain continues. Oh man, this... Oh wow, this is fucked up. This is messed up. You know what? We'll make Lauren Northman. Sure, why not? And, you know what? I think after Eddard inherits, I think Lauren is going to be the Lord of the West. He's of the Old Gods, he's a Northman, but he's a Lannister. So he's going to have Lannister port and castle. I think that is fine. Yep, I think that is actually fine. We'll keep him in custody for now, though. He's just under house arrest. I think that's okay. Yeah. Yep, okay, that's fine. I'm still pretty annoyed at the fact as to what happened to my daughter. And I don't really know what I can do. Is she ever going to get rid of this trait now, or what? Because this is kind of dumb. I guess I'm going to have to check that out. But yeah, we're also going to have to deal with these guys. It's just that this siege is going to... I don't know, it's taking it forever. But apparently, construction work in Summerhall is going well. Local build time is reduced. Very nice. And Mage Mormont. Oh, still with us, apparently. Ah, well, hello. I hope you're doing fine. Ah, she just grew stronger. We'll imprison their family. And, are you... Okay, we're gonna go to the Great Desert and unsiege some stuff. Let them all rot. But, I might have to... I might actually, yeah, let you guys pay the ransom. That's fine. Willas, Lewin. Oh, and what we definitely need to do is we're going to have to start the trial of Cersei Lannister. Yeah, totally forgot about that. Definitely, let's go ahead. Euron Woods, you'll be on a house arrest. That's fine. Okay, now it's Brandon, my cousin, who's going to interrogate Cersei. Now, remember, it was when Brandon witnessed the incest between Cersei and Jaime, that he was pushed out of the window. Now, Cersei Lannister has a minor trial before the court, which Lord Paramount Brandon Stark shall oversee to ensure justice is served. At the start of the trial, she is formally accused of sedition, or whatever that's called, and conspiracy against the realm, a charge brought by King Jon Stark Targaryen. Cersei begins to present her defense, but the court did not seem impressed. Very unconvincing and nervous figure. Okay, we'll interrogate her further. Lord Paramount Brandon stood before the court and aggressively questioned the accused, and he made a reasonable case, and Cersei is found guilty. Now, this has already been done, and it didn't do anything, so I think have her banished to the Night's Watch. Yeah. In fact, no, I think I'll have her head on a spike. Yes, she will be... She will be beheaded, and I'll do it myself. Yes, thank you. So she's dead, and I wonder who now holds the sword. Is that the man that we have in prison currently? No. Who holds Widow's Wail? I wonder. I'm not sure, but I guess we'll find out at some point. Yeah. So you are imprisoned. Terrence Lannister. Rosamund Lannister. I don't know who actually holds the sword now. I guess I can check that out. In fact, yeah, let's just check it out here. Show the Valyrian steel swords. Widow's Wail. Tysha Lannister. Tysha Lannister. Wow, that's a name that we've heard before. Okay, can we find Tysha Lannister? Tysha Lannister. Oh, she's a dwarf. Really? Okay, she's Taita Lannister. Beheaded. Sibel of Lannisport. Okay, can we do something about you? You at court in Lannisport, apparently. Alright, I see. Okay, what to do with Willas Tyrell? He's 51 years old. Executing him. You know what? I will ransom him. I will ransom him. He can get out of prison. That's fine. I don't think anything's gonna happen because of it. Yeah, and we'll release this kid as well. And then hopefully Godric becomes Riverman. Okay. I don't know what he was before, but apparently he wasn't Riverman. And Leo Tyrell has been beheaded. Oh, wow. That is quite harsh. I wonder why that happened. But anyways, we are unsieging some things. We can't really properly fight, though, because we need your help. We will unsiege some provinces, though. Things are just slowly happening, not as fast as I would have hoped. I don't know what's going to happen with our daughter now. She's not at the wall. Can we declare war on the wall? There is a Night's Watch civil war right now. I cannot declare war... because I have army levies raised, I have no casus belli. It's a bit strange, because it's kind of weird that she's not at the wall, but she's still a black brother. Like, that's just kind of annoying, because I can't do anything with her. At least, if she's here, I want her to be married to Maegor Targaryen. That would at least make sense. So, I'll have to see if there's something I can do about this. If not, well, then that, as I said, is just going to be a little bit frustrating. There is a Faith of the Seven uprising that is going on. I'm not really too concerned, because we've got 14,000 men that will swiftly deal with this. Yeah, don't even think that is a problem. Larisa Martell has been stillborn, but we have Pate Martell already born, so that's good. That's good. Can you not make this complicated and run away all the time? That would be nice. Now, Lowen, yeah, he's just getting better and better. Okay, I think, yeah, he certainly, as a Northman Old God, he certainly deserves to rule the West. after we have died, basically. Okay, that is over. Perfect. And I might just send these 14,000 men over here to deal with you guys as well. I thought we would be able to finish this war quicker, but apparently that's not the case. High Lordship of Seastone Islands. Yeah, I don't really care about the Lord of the Ironborn. No, you know what? I have no part in the scheme. I think 2 High Lordships is totally fine. Sorry for the little cut in the video, guys, but I had a crash just a few months after this date right now. Luckily, we had an autosave in January, and I've used this crash to make a few changes to the current game. Mostly, I have just removed the Black Brother trait from our daughter, Princess Lyanna, because it's been about a year now that she's been coming back, that she's been back from the wall, and she hasn't done anything else. So I think the event chain is been completed, and it's kind of strange. You know, she had the Black Brother trait and was no longer at the wall. So, you know, she's kind of being useless, and therefore I just decided to remove it. She's no longer Black Brother. Obviously, the Night's Watch doesn't want her there, and therefore, you know, she's back, and she will resume her position as a princess. Now that means I want to well, I would like to get this marriage done. Luckily, Maegor, my nephew, has not yet been married off, so I think we're gonna arrange that marriage that was meant to be all this time. Everyone's really interested. The age, the skills are good. I'm the liege of my half brother, obviously, and we like each other, so on and so forth. This is working really well, and that will also put an end to the question whether or not I will restore House Baratheon back to the Stormlands, which is something I will not do. I will let my half-brother keep it. In fact, there's actually one thing that I want to do after this marriage is done. But yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. Now, a few other things that I've done is I have released the Maester that we had imprisoned, because I don't think he was particularly important, and I did kill the Septon who rose up. If you remember the small rebellion that we swiftly dealt with, I simply executed him personally because, you know, he just deserved that. Yeah, other than that, there's one thing I noticed, and that was that our cousin's son, Brandon's son, Carl, is now a warg, but he doesn't have a direwolf or anything like that. He has a boar, which is very interesting. It doesn't actually give him any extra dual skill. I wonder if a direwolf gives you extra dual skill. It does, +2. Okay, interesting. So he doesn't get any extra dual skill from it, but he does get a little bit of martial and piety. So, you know, there you go. There you go, Carl. You have, well, you're a brave man, you're content, you're a trained fighter, patient. I mean, you're cruel, that's the only bad thing. But other than that, he looks pretty good. I think Carl is going to be a good ruler. And a good warden of the north. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to show you. So in the meantime, I have sent the army of 14,000 reachmen under command of my son to the south to deal with this war. And of course, we've got our own 4,000 men here, currently unsieging some of the provinces that were already besieged by the Yornwood here. Now, one other thing that I want to mention, as I said, we'll do that once this marriage has been accepted. There we go. So, Lyanna Stark-Targaryen is now married to Lord Maegor Targaryen, the heir to the Stormlands, as well as various other titles. Now, hopefully they're going to produce many great children. At least that would be ideal. Now, I want to do 2 things. I have returned the Crown of Winter to my cousin, Brandon Stark, and I think what I will do, in honor of the houses Stark and Targaryen, I want to grant a royal privilege to the Starks. So let's go ahead and do that. Basically, that means that they can call themselves king instead of Lord Paramount, and I think it's simply an honor to our mother Lyanna and our well, I guess adoptive father Eddard and House Stark in general. So therefore I will do that. I will give them the royal style privilege to House Stark. So he's now wearing his crown, which I think is really cool. And we'll do the same thing to our half brother Aegon to Targaryen, because we resemble the Song of Ice and Fire. You know, House Stark and Targaryen. That's the name of our house. So Houses Stark and Targaryen should have the royal privilege as well. Now, Aegon doesn't have a crown right now, so I think I'm going to give him one. And I'm thinking this is actually the one I have equipped. I have Aegon III's crown. I think I will actually give him this. I definitely want to give him one of Aegon's crown. Either Aegon the 4th or... I will actually give him Aegon the 4th crown. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy. So you have a crown now, and we will also grant you royal privilege. There you go. Yeah. And that should make you happy. There he has his crown, and yeah, the Starks here have their crown as well. Now, I wonder if Ariana, she does have the royal style as well. I think this is simply something we're going to keep. So there's basically 1, 2, 3 regions that can also call themselves kings or princes. In fact, has your title changed already? Yes, it has. You are King Brandon. King Brandon, and you are King Aegon. I think that just kind of fits well. Maybe you guys disagree, but I feel like this is something that would kind of make sense to cement the alliance between the houses Stark and Targaryen. Alright, I think I said these words often enough. We still have this crown. We have Maekar's crown, Aenys, the crown of majesty, and Joffrey's crown as well. Alright, this is cool. Moving on. Now, as you can see, there's one open council position at the advisor spot. I will leave this open for Ariana, because I think she definitely needs to be in the council since she helped us win our various wars. So she definitely needs to be on the council. And I have given the High Almoner title, the honorary title, to Shireen in an honor to Stannis, of course. And of course she gets to live because of Stannis. Otherwise, I may have at least exiled her due to her claim. Okay, an agreement has been reached. We'll offer the customary dowry. I think that is totally sufficient. And yeah, this is something I've also noticed. The Stepstones have launched an invasion of parts of Dorne during this turmoil, this period of turmoil. So we're definitely going to have to take that back. But I think I will have to do that after the Civil War is over. And perhaps the Dornish will do that themselves. So let's, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's maybe assault this quickly just so we can get this over with faster. Yep. It's only 30 men. This shouldn't be too difficult to take over. Yes, Siege of Hellhold. A few more days we'll need to wait. And there we go. Awesome. So this has all been taken back. Still only at 39%. That's not really a lot. Right, well, apparently my wife is now also has well, she's stressed and has cancer. Well, call for a court physician there. Hopefully he's going to be able to do something about it. And apparently he did. Good job, Grand Maester. He has given her a successful treatment. I like it. Alright. Other than that, there's a few people we can imprison, but for odd reasons, really. So I don't think I will go for that. And my wife is to be replaced. Now, they want Lord Harvin Southstone to be master... Oh, Harvin Bracken to be master of laws. I decline. I will decline. Although I might have to put someone else into this to this position, but no one's really quite as good. So I think you're fine. Perform statecraft, that's fine. I know you have cancer, but I just hope that you are going to be able to do this. And what? Ah, we're no longer brave? Oh, that's odd. Okay. I suppose. We actually just lost... I think we lost Marshall because of it, and we also lost quite a lot of dual skill. Alright, that's a bummer. But oh well, I guess we're still gonna continue to lead our men, and my son's forces have arrived, and we're quickly gonna siege down these provinces here. Shouldn't be too difficult. We are being attacked, though. Alright. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to hold this. Oh, and Brandon has died. He died of cancer. So we now have King Carl of the North. His heir is Rickon. Right. And Rickon's wife is imprisoned, by the way. Okay. Well, you're gonna have to figure this out yourself. But, yeah, Carl, I guess, yeah, you're married to a little. Hopefully this is gonna work out. I mean, you're 19 years old. You've got plenty of time. But I definitely hope that you're gonna produce some children. Because Brandon wasn't very successful. He had 3 wives and... yeah, only 1 kid. So hopefully you're going to be a little bit better than that. Yeah, I guess that's fine though. You are still at war with the Trident. I hope you will stop that. But I guess we'll find out. Okay, now 3,400 men. Don't know if we can actually win this. You know what I should probably do is create a new unit. Maybe some... maybe some 4,000 men. I think that would be sufficient. And this will be under command of Alaric, because he's an organizer. He should be the fastest. So we'll bring some reinforcements, but my son will continue his siege here. And we'll give you another commander as well. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna have to stay here. Maybe the Dornish will join us. Don't know. 3,400, there's a new Lord Commander of the Wall. I'm a bit annoyed at the Wall, obviously, since what they did to my daughter. She's now depressed because of it. My son is depressed as well, so it's only Arya that's doing well. Hopefully I'm not gonna die. Okay, the Dornish have joined us. Very, very good. Very good. Alright, cool. So we can just move on. There's a war for Prince Willis the Hunter, and Sir Gendry has arrived. Don't think that's the Gendry that we know, but it's possible. And Garland wants a reward. Of course, we shall give it to you. No problem with that, obviously. Alright, so I think we're just going to quickly finish off this war. And, yeah, I'll be right back. So because Brendan has died, we now have to select a new Warden of the North, and of course, it will be Carl. Now, during his war, during his battles with Godric of the Trident, he was actually maimed in the fighting. So he lost his hand, he's now one-handed, and he also got an infection, which is very problematic because he still does not have an heir. At the moment, it would still, it would still continue to be in command of House Stark. Rickon would inherit the North should Carl die now, but then House Stark is gonna die out. There's only 2 members left, so Rickon and Carl gotta make some babies. So we'll see if that's gonna happen. But of course, he will be appointed as Warden of the North for now. Also, I think we need a new Warden of the East because, this guy has also died of cancer. So I think I will award you as Warden of the East. You're 10 years old, which is quite young, but I think that's okay for now. Anyways, this war should be won now. Archibald the Big Man has been imprisoned by Ariana, so we'll see what she does with it now. But yeah, anyways, we can finally stand down our forces. And I will appoint Ariana on the council. We need a new advisor. Right. And of course, we also... Actually, let me quickly see. A new Hand of the King. That would be someone with a lot of... John Sunderland. He has a lot of diplomacy and stewardship. That's what is important. Alaric Grifton. Looks like a good hand as well. Perhaps the High Septon. Ariana... She cannot be hand. You know what? I think it's gonna be Alaric Grifton. I will make you my Hand of the King, if I can. Yeah, because you have really good stats. John Sunderland is a little bit better, but I don't know him, so I don't really care for him that much. Okay, yeah, and you're command of the Gold Cloaks. That's okay, and I will have to appoint my. Well, can I appoint my son? Who can I appoint advisor? I was hoping I could appoint Ariana as advisor, but apparently that's not possible. So it's going to have to be, not my son, but, my vassal, Carl of the North. Okay, that's fine. I want you to oversee the realm, and I want Val, you're doing your thing. You're organizing the army, Garland. Maybe you want to, you know what? I think I want to send Garland to train troops in King's Landing. We kind of need that. Yeah, my half-brother Aegon is still rebuilding Summerhall. And, the rest is fine. Now, Melisandre could probably be switched out for Ariana. But, to be honest, Melisandre has been doing a really good job. I don't know if I want to replace her like that. Then again, you need some sort of reward. An honorary title. I guess I'll give... You know what? I'll make you Keep of the Swans. I'll give you some honorary title. You deserve it. Because she, as I said, has helped us in our wars. Regardless, that will be the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time, because we definitely have to deal with the Stepstones to get all of Westeros under our control. But yeah, as I said, that will happen next time. So yeah, I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys later.